you running out of time to find a traditional Filipino wife? Honestly, I think you are. And some of you are going to get offended hearing that. But I'd rather you get offended than lie to you before you spend your retirement money flying across the world chasing a fantasy that already changed. The internet changed everything. The Western woman already set the stage, and now the rest of the world is watching. See, the women in the West, they move the way they do because the US dollar backs them. Child support, alimony, government assistance, jobs, side hustles. They don't need a man financially anymore. So now, you got men spending $300 on dates, not even getting a hug goodnight afterward, driving 2 hours to see somebody that ghosts them the next day, taking women on vacations just to get cheated on by Tyrone selling fake jewelry out the back of his Honda Civic. And the whole world watches this online every single day, including the Filipina. You really think that does not affect people? You really think social media is not changing the mindset here too? Good buddy, you're not paying attention. The Philippines is one of the most online countries on earth now. Everybody got a smartphone. Everybody's watching TikTok. Everybody's watching Instagram. Everybody's comparing themselves to somebody else. And once people start watching luxury lifestyles, soft life content, relationship podcasts, and I know my worth content all day, the mindset starts changing whether people realize it or not. That's just reality. And I've watched it happen in real time. See, when I first started spending time in Southeast Asia years ago, especially in the Philippines, things felt different. The conversations felt different. People felt more grounded, more humble, more family oriented. Now, you can feel the shift happening. And it makes sense because the internet made the world smaller. A province girl is not just comparing herself to the next barangay anymore. Now she's comparing herself to women in Miami, Dubai, Los Angeles, luxury bags, fancy restaurants, foreign trips, fake rich lifestyles. Most of that stuff online is fake anyway. Half of these influencers are broke behind the camera. But when somebody watches the same content every single day, eventually the brain starts absorbing it. That phone changes people. One viral app can change an entire generation. And the Philippines is not isolated from that anymore. That is what some of you are not understanding. You're stepping onto a plane thinking you're walking into some untouched paradise from 15 years ago. Good buddy, the phone already got there before you did. The internet changed expectations faster than most men realize. And here come the Simps, making everything worse. Lonely men sitting at home, wiring money online to women they've never even met in real life. Good morning, handsome. I miss you. I love you. And now the money starts flying across the ocean for attention. You have to understand something. In the Philippines, a few foreign men sending money online is literally a full living wage. That changes the entire environment because now she doesn't even need to leave the house. She can sit there talking to 6 or 7 different foreign men at the same time, collecting money digitally. So now some of you land in the Philippines confused why she never wants to meet, why there's always an emergency, why someone's always in the hospital, why she's suddenly busy. Good buddy, she already got paid. The phone became the provider too. That is what men are not understanding. You cannot flood an environment with foreign money and expect nothing to change afterward. That's not how life works. Flights are expensive. Retirement money takes years to build. And some of you are burning through it because someone texts you goodnight handsome. Come on now. Some of you are one miss you text away from wiring your electric bill money. Pay attention. Look, I'm not talking theory. I'm telling you what I've watched happen in real time. Even compared to just a few years ago, the mindset feels different now. The expectations feel different. The dating market feels different. 3 years ago, it felt easier to meet somebody more grounded, more traditional, more appreciative. Now, a lot more feels transactional from the jump, especially in these cities. And another thing I personally noticed, I usually stay away from women who've already dealt with a bunch of foreigners. Not because they're bad, but because expectations changed after a while. The restaurants, the gifts, the money, the lifestyle. I literally heard a woman tell me herself, some foreign guy dropped 100,000 pesos just to spend 1 month with her. 100,000 pesos. And you out your rabbit ass mind if you think that does not distort the expectations afterwards. And it's not even about being cheap. It's about understanding what happens to the environment afterward. Most men crossing the ocean are not rich. Most men cannot sustain that lifestyle. So now the next guy shows up and the expectations are already inflated. That changes the market whether people want to admit it or not. The internet did not just change communication, it changed perception. Now listen carefully. I'm not saying the Philippines is ruined. I'm not saying there are not still beautiful women here. There absolutely is, especially in the province. The province still feels more traditional in a lot of ways. But if you think this place is untouched by modern dating culture, you're not paying attention. The shift already happened. And in my personal opinion, you probably got 5 to 10 years max before things feel completely different here. That is just my honest opinion. From being outside, boots on the ground, watching it happen real time. And honestly, I do not blame everything on the women. I blame the simps too. Hell, I blame myself too. A lot of men have been there, trying too hard, spending too much, being overly nice to women don't even want them, thinking money and validation are going to create genuine desire. That's not how it works, good buddy. And I'm making this video because I'd rather tell you the truth now than watch you step off a plane, chasing a fantasy, and walk straight into a nightmare. Because the Philippines can still be beautiful. But if you think the internet is not changing this place too, good buddy, you're not paying attention. This is Asia Uncovered, where the truth hits harder than the fantasy you came here chasing.